My name's Matthew Gallan and I'm in the Metals and Engineering category for the VETIS Australian Championships.
You are heading to Sydney to start competing in an event. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, it's a 3-day event. I'll be competing in the Metals and Engineering where I have to fabricate a metal V-block and a sheet metal toolbox. And over the 3 days I'll be up against 8 people from around Australia and we'll compete, judged scrupulously on how we go.
How did you get involved?
It actually came through the school here and I started at a regional level and I went away to Wagga High and we did a competition there and I was successful. I went up to the state competition and I was successful again, and so then I gained a spot in the New South Wales team to compete in the Australian Championships.
And you were saying that you have 2 tasks to do. Could you go talking us about how the 3 days are going to run for you?
Well, as far as I can tell, the welding is actually shift work. So we each get an allocated time in the welding bays, so that will determine heavily on how I go. But as far as I can tell, you get that 6 hours to do the welding exercise, and apart from that, that's it. The rest of it is just all sheet metal. We're actually next to the sheet metal opens boys and the welding boys, so we'll be able to peer over and see what they're doing and hopefully get some tips.
And what preparation has gone into getting ready for the event?
I've been training for this since I figured out that I gained a spot in the state competition. They actually changed the project this year. It's not the same as the one from previous years, and so I've been training very heavily. I've actually tried to build one, and I've built many V-blocks down at TAFE with Phil Angel.
So are you ready?
I think so. I think I'm as prepared as I can be. I'd like to get through a few more toolboxes, and well, I'd like to finish the one that's in the shop right now, but I don't think I'll be able to.
Do you work with other people or is it you against the other people in the New South Wales team?
I'm lucky enough to have a boy, Reece Creed from Wagga High, who's in the same category as me, so we work together, but there's always a little bit of competition between us.
Are you better than him?
Not at the moment. I've come second to him twice in a row, so I'm a bit hungry for gold this time.
And you think you'll walk away with gold?
We're hopeful. We're very hopeful. I put in the effort, so just got to hope it pays off.
What will it mean doing well in this competition for you? You know, you're in year 12 looking to the future.
Well, I'm actually looking at a university course at Wollongong doing engineering, so this would go very far in helping me with early entry, and also if I don't gain a spot in early entry to get a main round offer. So hopefully this will go far to helping me do that.
For people who don't know about this competition, would you encourage them to, talk to their school and get involved?
Yeah, get involved by all means. VET is a great way to improve your skills while you're still at school. Like I'm still doing all my maths and English and my sciences, but then I come down here and I'm in industry. I'm working, I work with some of the best blokes, some of the best welders in Wagga over at TAFE, and I've got some of the best teachers here. Like I've learnt so much. I've come from not knowing anything in year 8 to, being on an Australian stage.
Andrew Upton, Head Teacher Technology.
Now you're going with the students to this competition in Sydney. You're actually the chief team leader of the New South Wales team. What's that going to involve for you?
Chief team leader basically means I'm running the entire New South Wales team across 11 categories. I have other team leaders working for me and assisting me in the role, but essentially we're managing 32 competitors across 5 days to make sure they're all at the competition each day, dressed, ready to go. When there's meltdowns, we counsel them and work with them on that and work into a mentoring role, making sure we get the best out of them.
Now, Matthew's not the only student going from the Riverina. We have quite a few representatives from our region, don't we?
Yeah, certainly. We've done very well with Riverina this year. Last Nationals, we only had 2 Riverina competitors. This year we've got Matthew, but we've also got 2 from Wagga High, 1 from Albury and 2 from Finley High School.
What are you expecting out of the New South Wales team?
I'm expecting nothing but the best out of them. There's a trophy for the best vet in schools state team. It's been won by New South Wales every time this is the 5th round of World Skills Nationals for vet in schools, and we've got a name on it every time. Very convincingly at Brisbane in 2010, and we want to better it this time.
This is a pretty big event for students and, trade people across New South Wales. And it's not just metalwork, it's anything from floristry, hairdressing, beauty work. There are some huge figures going on. It's a big event.
Oh yeah, it's certainly a huge event. Massive amount of categories. Every trade you can think of, every traineeship you can think of generally has a category. Vet and schools, we have 11 categories of our own, and it's a huge event. We're talking 25,000 square metres of competition floor space, 80,000 spectators walking through the place. So it is a really huge event, and certainly something to get in and see.
What are the students judged on? Their skills doing set tasks?
Yeah, most of them know what they're going to do before they get there. They're issued with that about a month out, so they've got time to train and prepare. They know what sort of skills they need to display, and it's the accuracy of how well they can do that in the pressure situation. So it is quite a tight time constraint to get through, and it's how well can they work within that constraint that they're given, and how accurately can they achieve it.
And a really good springboard for their careers?
Oh, certainly. We've had past students that this has secured the jobs for them. So we've certainly had a lot of success in Riverina previously, and those guys, this has been a key factor in securing their chosen career path for them.
How would other students or parents of students who might be listening get their kids involved in this in the future?
Yeah, look, for a start, you need to be in vocational courses at school, and in year 11 and 12, and in some schools as early as year 10. Picking those courses, if that's the pathway they want to go down, if they want to look into a trade as a future, vet and schools courses are a really great opportunity to get involved, especially if you're not entirely sure about what trade you want. You know you want a trade, but you don't know which one. You can pick up a couple of vet courses and really sort of have a taste before you commit to something. So it does provide some great opportunities there. And then once you're in that course, World Skills runs on a 2-year rotation, and being aware, asking the question, is it on this year? When's it on? Can I get involved? We've certainly built it. I started in World Skills sort of 12 years ago in Riverina in medals as a convener, and we had 4 people come to our competition. Last year we had 20. We had to turn people away and tell schools they had to only bring 1 competitor because we had a full field, and the level of student achievement is only growing every year just because of it steps up every year. We're seeing better and better results every year, so it's great.
And you were saying that looking at the New South Wales team list, a lot of the kids are from regional New South Wales, which is great for our schools and our programs.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. We've certainly got a spread from most regions, but there's certainly much bigger numbers from regions like Riverina, Western Region, New England, North Coast, some of those sort of areas. The Sydney metropolitan areas are